everybody. Welcome to Basket Pinas Predicts, powered by 1xBet. It is Friday, December 6. So thank you for starting your weekend with us. Ako po si Mara Aquino, ang inyong host. And finally, the trio is back. Nico, Naveen.
The OG.
Yes.
Yeah, he's back. Like, parang the way we talk about it, na parang ang tagal naming nawala. Parang nawala ko isang araw. Now, Naveen's back for, like, nawala na siya for one day. So, yeah, nice to see the three of us again.
Oh, absolutely.
Happy third anniversary.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Shout out to my awesome wife, Karina. I'll see you for dinner tonight. But first, we got work to do, and it's good to be back here on the guest seat after the last episode.
Oh, he did a good job. He took your spot, co-hosting.
Pinapanood ko yun. The support. I was in the car. So, okay.
Thank you.
And then now we're back for more NBA discussions. We're going to be talking about the NBA. We're going to be doing lots of recaps. We're going to dive into the hottest topics. We're going to challenge you with some trivia so you can win some prizes. And of course, we'll share our predictions. So unang-una, magsisimula muna tayo sa what's hot in the NBA. First, the Lakers take part of the blame in a 41-point blowout loss to Heat. 41 points! Grabe, and they lost 6 in the last 8 games. Ano ang nangyayari sa Lakers?
Actually, di ko talaga alam. It's more of, meron sinabi dyan si JJ Redick about accountability, right? And ang magandang nakita ko dito is that the players actually responded as well na, tama nga na may responsibility on na sila. LeBron James said it, Anthony Davis. So, at least nakita ko yung, okay, at least magkasundo sila dun. But there's a lot more to be fixed.
Yeah, the defense of the Lakers was absolutely atrocious. It was one of those games na when you watch the way they were, I don't think we can even call it guarding because they weren't guarding anybody.
Parang traffic cone.
Yeah, it was like they didn't want to play basketball. And it's probably the most insulting thing you can tell to someone, diba, who's supposed to be a professional. It's like you didn't want to show up. Because if you're getting paid millions of dollars like the Laker players are getting paid, the least you can do is show up and do your job. They showed up, but they were just, it didn't seem like they took it seriously, and Miami took advantage of that.
Sa akin, it would have been parang, okay, kung tumalo sa kanila, the Celtics or Cavaliers, pero Miami Heat, who's struggling right now, parang, whoa, this is their worst loss of the season. Actually, sabi nga ni JJ Redick, it's embarrassing. Even Lakers legend Magic Johnson voiced out his frustration kasi nga they allowed Heat to make 24 three-pointers. And for the past 4 games, they've been losing at least by 25 points. So at this point, kung nagkakaganto yung team mo, how much responsibility should we place on their head coach, JJ Redick?
Well, for me, JJ Redick naman is doing his job. I'm not sure what else he can do, considering this is a veteran-laden squad, no? I mean, Navs, if you're handling a veteran team, hindi mo sila pwede masyado pukpukin with regards to sa effort nila. Iba kasi yung pag-handle sa mostly rebuilding team na puro bata compared to a veteran team na ganito nga, yung Lakers.
Yeah, see, the thing is, if I had to do like a blame chart, no, I would say 50-50. 50 to the players, 50 to the coach. Because if you're the coach, part of your job, a big part of your job is getting your players ready for the games. But as the players, it's also up to you to, when you're on the floor playing, to actually execute what's being executed. And I'm sure everyone knows Miami's my favorite team. You guys know this. And that was a very nice win after the season they've been having. But at the same time, they were helped in large part because the Lakers were absolutely atrocious. And the mistakes they were making, Mara, is the kind of defensive mistakes that you might see Nico and I make if we're playing pickup basketball with our friends. Yung papawis lang. The difference is these guys are getting paid $40 million, $20 million a year to play basketball. And they look like amateurs. Their defense was so bad.
Sobrang sama talaga.
Yeah, it was so bad.
So sa tingin niyo ba may nangyari behind the scenes?
Well, I've been told Miami is a good city to party in. So maybe nag-party na
Malaginuman.
They call it the South Beach flu.
And alam ni LeBron yan.
Exactly. LeBron, you guys stomping grounds.
So they need to get it together. Otherwise, they will not make a finals appearance with what's happening. Now let's talk about what's hot. Number 2, Kevin Durant to miss 1 to 2 weeks with left ankle sprain. Naku. So how is this going to affect the team?
I mean, kung 1 to 2 weeks lang naman, that's fine. And basta hindi yung hindi yung mga calf strain. Kasi yun yung delikado when it comes to Kevin Durant. Pero mga left ankle sprain, and sabi naman siyang 1 to 2 weeks, it feels like a grade 1 just basing it off that one. So it's gotta be safe. Pero, di ba nga meron na silang mga injury concerns, especially with Bradley Beal. So are we gonna see a mini slump again from the Phoenix Suns? Maybe a 2-3 game losing streak could happen, yeah. Pero it maybe just more chances for Ryan Dunn and si Iso Igodoro.
Big deal, not so much.
Well, it's only 1 to 2 weeks, so it's not that big of a deal. 1 to 2 weeks means KD will probably miss like maybe somewhere around 3 to 7 games, somewhere in that regard. It's somewhat concerning because the last time Kevin Durant missed games for the Suns, we saw them go on a losing streak. I think they lost 5 or 6 games somewhere there. To be fair, there was no Bradley Beal at that time too. But trusting Bradley Beal to stay healthy is like trusting that you won't get wet when you
Not
go swimming.
reliable.
So probably not gonna happen. And that's concerning to some degree because in the Western Conference, it's so tight now. We're seeing teams like Dallas and Memphis starting to get going as well. So like 1 to 2 bad weeks in the long run, when you look back at it, could be the reason why, if you had a losing streak, that could be the reason why you didn't have home court in the first round. And last year, Phoenix, this was the same situation, diba? Like, they had so many injuries in the elimination round. They ended up being the 6th seed, if I'm not mistaken. And they didn't have home court in the first round, and they got swept. They got swept badly. So, not that big of a deal, but also not like just something you can throw away.
So they need you back right away. Now for what's hot number 3. Chris Middleton finally back to practice after missing 21 games, consecutive games against the Hawks. Sabi nga ni Coach Doc Rivers, naiintindihan daw niya yung frustration about being sidelined and yung mental toll na nangyayari sa kanyang player.
Actually, maganda rin pandagdag dyan, no? Back to practice, and may mga reports na baka maglaro na siya against the game in the Celtics game. I think yun yung next ata ng Milwaukee Bucks, and just more of magiging magandang barometer test kung nasan ba talaga sila when it comes to how competitive they are. Are they frauds? Are they legit when it comes to competing for the title? Let's see. And so far naman, prior to their 7-game winning streak, in that 7-game winning streak, nakita natin na they are a amazing 3-point shooting team that looks like it's gonna be sustainable. Ganda rin ng fit rin nila with Giannis eh.
Yeah, first of all, I feel vindicated. I picked up Chris Middleton 2 weeks ago in 2 of my fantasy teams, and here we are. He's back, and my team's about to get stronger. So, props to you, Chris Middleton, for finally coming back. But no, I am interested though to see how he responds in this game, considering the quality of opponent is going to be Boston right away. So, as far as how tough your first challenge can be, coming back from bilateral ankle surgeries, okay? That's multiple ankles that needed to go under the knife. That's quite the test for Chris Middleton. Who's he gonna guard? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown in his return. I think I'm gonna be very interested to see how many minutes he plays and how he performs. Will it take him a while to get back in the swing of things? For the Bucks, this is a big game. This is a big game for Milwaukee because they went on a recent winning streak, then they lost. We'll talk about that a little more later. But the teams Milwaukee beat in that winning streak, they don't suck, but they're not world beaters as well. They were okay. So how will Milwaukee do against a team like Boston, a really high quality team? I'm especially now that they have Middleton back. I want to see how they perform.
They'll really be tested. And we're really gonna be testing yung ating mga manonood. We're gonna throw some trivia questions so let's see if you can win some prizes with this. So we're gonna start with fast break question number 1. But first, we gotta make sure that tama ang inyong mechanics para ma-increase ang chances of winning.
And we're gonna look for 5 winners of worth 1,000 pesos worth of 1xBet vouchers. And ito lang yung mga kailangan nyo gawin. Like and follow Basket Pinas on Facebook at Basket Pinas PH. Share the live stream on your Facebook page and make sure yung profile yung nakaset to public. Next up, comment your answer for our fast break question of the day during the live stream. And don't forget to use the hashtag BasketPinas. Watch the live stream and wait for the announcement of the winners with the correct answers. And lastly, participants must be registered on 1xBet using the promo code BPINAS to join the giveaway.
All right, now we're gonna give you the fast break question number 1.
Who was the first to receive the NBA Rookie of the Year award?
first to receive the NBA Rookie of the Year award? Write it down below. Use the hashtag Basket Pinas. Make sure, again, naka-public, share it live para ma-increase ang chances of winning. Now, we're gonna be doing game recaps. Balikan natin ang mga naganap sa Atlanta Hawks, winning over Milwaukee Bucks 119-104. So this is the Hawks' 5th consecutive win at na-snap nila ang 7-game win streak ng Milwaukee Bucks. Atlanta Hawks 5th.
Yeah,
5th
and
win straight.
yeah, with the Atlanta Hawks, it's ang ganda na pinapakita nila dito. Nakita rin natin na if Trae Young is not scoring, there are guys like Jalen Johnson that shows up at the right moments. And I think this is the best year Jalen Johnson is enjoying right now. 23 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. Maybe it's one of the ceilings that maybe Zachary Risa-Shea should try to achieve. I mean, if you're a number 1 pick, dapat hindi yung ceiling mo Jalen Johnson. Pero if Jalen Johnson becomes an all-star eventually, edi, sige, why not, diba? Kasi parang in a way, similar yung laro ni Risa-Shea. But yeah, Jalen Johnson as well as Dyson Daniels leading the NBA in deflections in a historical rate. It's so fun to watch these Hawks.
Well, they're fun and they're winning games. And we talked about it last time na parang, di ba, so far they're the only team to beat Cleveland and
Twice
Boston.
back-to-back.
Exactly, twice. And now they've beaten Milwaukee as well. So Atlanta, I mentioned this the last time, no? They can beat anybody, but they can also lose to anybody. And you can see why they have the potential to beat anybody. They have talent, they have shooting, length, size in their roster, but they also have some of the immature aspects of a young team that lead to some disappointing defeats sometimes. But they're well coached. I like Quinn Snyder, their head coach. I think he's doing better now with his second full season with the Hawks. I think Atlanta will be in the playoff picture throughout this season. But yeah, I don't see them like as a legit championship contender. No, they're
Okay, if
not.
you could break it down, what has been the biggest turnaround for the Hawks, the resurgence?
I think Jalen Johnson's play. I think he's the best player on the team. I think that he's the future of that franchise as well. And I think that they're well coached. The coach prepares them. They can shoot really well. So there will be some games where they wax hot from downtown and it's going to be very hard to beat them. And you know what? I think Trae Young's not the greatest defender, but he has teammates who are quality defenders. So let's see. I mean, they're still too inconsistent for my taste, but maybe they turn things around now and they keep it going for a long time.
Speaking of Trae Young, actually, ang sabi nga is he's committed to sharing the ball this year. Lowest usage percentage of his career, highest assist percentage of his career, highest average assist per game at 12.5. And yung 12 hasn't been done since John Stockton in 1995. So he's not scoring the ball that well. 20 points per game, 30% from 3, but it's working for the Bucks. Although he needs to start shooting so they could win more.
Yeah, with Trae Young, especially for the Hawks, I mean, if he just bumps his scoring to maybe like 2021, okay na ako dun while maintaining that same pace. See assists and making sure that his teammates are locked in on defense, which is they're actually number 2 in steals this season compared to number 16 last year. And also they're also ranked number 2 in defense in the past 5 games for all teams overall. I mean, it's a small sample size, right? But it's encouraging to see. That's what you need to become a playoff team.
So far the Hawks are doing well. They beat Cavs back-to-back, the Hornets, Pelicans, and now Milwaukee. And let's see what's going to happen next. So we're going to be doing a recap for the Minnesota Timberwolves versus LA Clippers, 108-80. Grabe yung 80. I don't know the last time. When was the last time you saw an NBA game na they were able to limit their opponent at 80?
Yeah.
At least yung active na napanood ko siguro yung 2004 NBA Finals, di ba? Yung Lakers versus Detroit Pistons. Yan yung mga average nila, 80, 90 points, 60, 70. And yun na yung yun na yung pinaka last memory ko of it. And not only that's a defense, no. The Wolves in a way have found how to integrate this player of the game, si Julius Randle, into their offense so far, at least in the past few games, because they've been in a roller coaster, to be honest, Navs. And with Julius Randle finding his form and Anthony Edwards trusting him to contribute, it's just gonna be a good thing for the Minnesota Timberwolves trying to find their identity from last year.
So they were able to limit their opponent to just 80 points and to shoot only 38% from the field. So their opponents struggle defensively. Now with the recent performance, so are the Timberwolves establishing themselves as a defensive powerhouse?
Well, I
in the
wouldn't go
league?
that far, but I think the formula for them to be the kind of team they were last season is to be dominant on the defensive end. They're the kind of team, we saw this in the playoffs against Denver, that when their defense is doing really well, it kind of fuels their offense. But when they're relying just on outscoring their opponents to win games, it's not exactly the winning formula. So it's only been 3 games that they've won consecutively so far. Twice against the Clippers and once against the Lakers. So those LA teams, while they're decent, they're not exactly like championship contenders. I want to see Minnesota be more consistent against the better teams in the league. But if they can stick to this formula of being more defensive oriented, where they limit teams from scoring, I think that could be the key for them to be a championship contender once again.
So sa panig naman ng Clippers, no? They have injuries, parang medyo nakakahiya that they were dominated only by 80 points.
Yeah.
After this game, what do you think they should be talking about?
I mean, just stay the course. Wala naman sila talagang to be honest with you, Mara. Wala naman talaga silang championship aspiration. Maybe if Kawhi Leonard was there, pero may update na ba tayo kay Kawhi Leonard? Parang wala pa, di ba? Parang wala pa tayong concrete.
Speaking of guys I don't trust.
Diba? Yeah. Si Kawhi Leonard. And yun nga, wala si Norman Powell. I think he wasn't also here in this game. And with that, I just feel like the Clippers just don't blow anything up. Tingnan mo na how the season goes. Maybe a Kawhi comes back. They make a first round upset. I think yun na yung best case scenario sa kanila. They upset a team in the first round. But anything beyond that, wala na. I don't think.
Now we're going to be talking about Cleveland Cavaliers defeating Denver Nuggets 126 to 114. So Cleveland, 22 three-pointers, shooting an impressive 45.8 from deep. So they limited Denver to just 25% shooting from three-point range. Wow.
Yeah. They have always been a great three-point shooting team, at least this year. They have the weapons to surround sina Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley. The starting five really complements one another. And more of, may nakita ko na quote na si Kenny Atkinson said na they were able to reduce the efficiency of a Nikola Jokic. I was like, 27 and 20. Parang ganun, diba? And reduce the efficiency, then iba talaga standards ng... Is he the best player of the league right now?
Yeah, I think Jokic is
so.
the number 1 player in the league, yeah, for sure. But this was another impressive performance from Cleveland. They shot the ball really well. I think it's nice that, for a while it looked like Darius Garland would have like a concussion health scare, but he came back and he played in this game. And it goes to show how good Cleveland has been this season. They're connected, they're playing well together, they're shooting the ball very well. I don't buy into the Cavaliers legit title contender hype. I think they're gonna be a really good regular season team, but I don't think they're like a championship contender.
Bakit? I mean, their numbers, they're number 1 right now.
I guess, but I don't think that they're the kind of team that is better in a series setup. Because remember in the playoffs, it's first to 4. You play opponents best out of 7. Compared to the regular season where every day parang iba-iba yung opponent mo every game, right? So you're changing things around. But compared to like a series where you can really hone in on one team, really attack their weaknesses and limit their strengths, I think Cleveland's a better regular season team than a playoff team. That's not to say they'll get eliminated in the first round. I think, but I don't think they'll make the NBA Finals.
Sa tingin niyo ba, Cleveland Cavaliers won't make the NBA Finals? But you know what's interesting that happened here? You guys mentioned Nikola Jokic. He, again, historic triple-double, 27 points, 20 rebounds, 11 assists. Moving him past, now he moved past Magic Johnson to 3rd all-time with 139 career triple-doubles. But still, the Nuggets couldn't contain Cleveland's perimeter assault. So, ano nga ba yung nangyayari dito? Kasi even though si Jokic is giving the numbers, bakit every time that he's making like this historic milestone, natatalo pa rin yung team niya?
It's just more of the depth. Like, kulang talaga na sila ng health ngayon. Especially in-underestimate na ibang tao na pag wala na sila KCP and the rest of the guys that used to be there. Bruce Brown even. Yun yung mga small things na kailangan mo to have a championship level depth and what kept them in the playoffs before. That's why they were able to go deep. And I think yung sa Cleveland Cavaliers naman, with their best player nga si Donovan Mitchell, no? They have the supporting pieces as of the moment. So with that, I feel like they should be in the conversation for the title at least right now. Just because of medyo nako-convince ako with the supporting cast that he has. Mukhang complement na to one another. 28.6 assists, and there are other guys who can pick up the slack whenever if ever Donovan Mitchell has a bad game.
So Cleveland, 22 3-pointers in this game. Actually, they're currently number 1 in the league with 40.2% from 3. So is their 3-point shooting sustainable?
I don't think so. No, I think eventually it's gonna come down, but I think they're still gonna be a good 3-point shooting team.
All right. Now, another used to be a great 3-point shooting team, Golden State Warriors defeated the Houston Rockets 99-93. At ang interesting dito, wala si Draymond Green, wala si Steph Curry.
No problem.
So, the Golden State were in a 5-game losing streak. And you would think matatalo sila dahil wala yung star players nila. How exactly were they able to pull this off and they defeated the number 2 team?
Well, as someone who watched this game, it's really Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins. Nagsalitan sila when it comes to being the first and second option. Jonathan Kuminga grew up here. 33 points and rebounds, 2 assists. It's more of the things, may nabasang article na the things that he was struggling with with regards to pick and roll situations daw. He did so well a while ago. Parang in-embrace niya yung scoring mentality being the first option. And I'm sure, and I think the Rockets didn't have this in their game plan na in a way this also caught them off guard considering na meron kang schemes to stop a Steph Curry scoring or a Draymond facilitating but not Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins leading the charge.
So with that, do you think Kuminga deserves a spot against a starting 5?
I think he's a starter quality player, but it kind of, I don't know, I don't like the fit of Kuminga and Draymond together. Feels redundant to some degree. Besides, the Warriors won this game because of pure chamba. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You know, Mara, this was your traditional trap game. I'll tell you why. Sometimes you look at the schedule, you see an opponent, right? And you see that, oh, okay, the opponent's not playing Steph and Draymond. They don't have the 2 most important players in the team. That's a trap. Because if I'm one of the young guys in the Warriors and I find out, uy, Steph's not playing today, Draymond's not playing today, that means I get to show out. I get to show what I got. I get like ×2 the shot attempts I normally get. This is my chance to show what I have, and that's probably what Kuminga was thinking earlier. And that kind of trap sometimes could lead to like a defeat you did not see coming. And what I like is these 2 teams are gonna face each other again next week in the NBA Cup quarterfinals.
So actually, do you think na may psychological aspect here because this is the 15th time that the Warriors have defeated the Houston Rockets?
In a way, may small rivalry nga yung Houston and Golden State. Mostly kay Tari Eason, di ba? Like may ganun na parang they tend to celebrate too early and then the Warriors will always clap back and they manage to win. So, maganda. Inabangan ko na yung NBA Cup. Kala ko NBA Cup na yung kanina pero I was like, it's okay. A win is a win. And hopefully the Warriors eliminate them sa NBA Cup.
A win is a win. And tignan natin kung sino nga ba ang mananalo ng ating 1,000 peso voucher. At kailangan masagot nyo ng tama ang ating fast break questions. But first, kailangan siguraduhin na tama ang mechanics.
Maghahanap kami ng 5 winners to win at least 1,000 pesos worth of 1xBet vouchers. And all you guys gotta do is first like and follow Basket Pinas on Basket Pinas PH on Facebook. Next up, all you guys gotta do is share the live stream on your Facebook page and make sure your profile is set to public. Next up, comment your answer for our fast break question of the day during the live stream. And don't forget to use the hashtag #BasketPinas. Watch the live stream, wait for the announcement of the winners with the correct answers. And lastly, participants must be registered on 1xBet using our promo code BPINAS to join the giveaway.
All right! And ito na ang ating fast break question number 2. Here we go. Good luck.
Who owns the Houston Rockets? Steph Curry.
Very tama actually.
Ako, I own Houston Rockets. Who owns the Houston Rockets? Write it down below.
Steph Curry,
Use the
tama.
hashtag
Baka naman.
BasketPinas. Eto na. Okay, so last time, which was Wednesday, we had so much fun with Guess the Emoji at uulitin natin to. This is gonna be Naveen's first time doing it. So I'll tell you the mechanics. Magpapakita tayo ng emoji on the screen and you guys can also play along. This is gonna be best of 7? 7. Best of 7. Nakalagay pala doon. Best of 7. Hindi. First, the most, okay, best of 7. Sige. And you're guys gonna keep score. This is gonna be players. So you have to
Okay.
guess which player it's gonna be. So you just say it out loud. Alright? Are you ready?
Exciting.
Tingnan natin. Okay.
Talo ko last time eh.
Alright.
Kailangan bumawi.
Simulan na natin ang Guess the Emoji. Guys, play along also. Write it down below.
The Aaron Fox.
Okay.
My God! I was like waiting for 2 emojis.
1 point. 1 point. Okay, next. Ito.
Spider Mitchell.
Ah.
Donovan Mitchell.
Tama yun.
Donovan Mitchell. Hala, nakakatakot palang
Mahirap si
katapat
Naveen.
Ayoko na.
Pinaprocess ko
next.
pala yung emoji eh.
Next.
Male.
Karl Malone, the mailman.
Patingin nga, titignan ko yung
Karl
isa.
Malone nga.
Correct.
Tama.
Wala
Next.
bang mailman
next.
emoji?
Hindi mo sasabihin pero wag na.
Next.
You got mail hand.
Dikembe Mutombo.
No!
Ako na una.
No.
Ay, hindi ba? Victor Wembanyama.
Nope.
Ha? Sino yan? 5-time Kobe? 5-time?
No.
Hakeem Olajuwon?
Victor.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard!
The
Kawhi!
Claw.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard. Ayun ba yun? Akala ko kasi Kawhi, kumakaway.
Ano, 3-1 na.
Okay, 3-1. Tama, 3-1. Okay. Naku, Nico, mabul ko. Okay, next.
I mean, you get married in this game too.
Naku, oh my
The
God.
LeBron James.
Nauna ako.
Wait, ano sabi mo?
LeBron.
King
LeBron James. Sino na una?
Ako. LeBron.
Okay.
Sa LeBron.
2-3. Humahabol. Okay, next.
Oh, Michael Jordan. Tongue and
Really?
ball.
It is... Wala dito,
Michael
pero
Jordan
yes.
nga, no?
Michael Jordan. Nanalo na siya!
What was the last one? for
Nabino,
fun?
patingin.
Ano yung last one?
Ano yung last? Nung last time, eh.
Oh, baba tayo. Ano
3-3 yung last,
question?
eh.
Gusto natin makita.
No,
Hindi,
after niyan. Ano yung last?
natin yan.
After
Nakuha
that,
na
we
yan.
just saw that. Oo.
After.
Oo, ano ba yung after niyan? Para lang makita lang namin. Sino nga ba?
Nakalimutan din nila ba? Tingnan natin.
In-expect ba?
Joker,
Nikola
Jokic.
Jokic.
Yes! Okay. Congratulations, Naveen!
Pero okay,
Grabe.
mukhang G ako
Maganda
dito.
yung punishment today eh.
Okay. Pero the punishment today,
It's
parang
chips
ang
with
sarap
hot
ng
sauce.
punishment.
Oh
we're gonna-
my
Ay,
God.
si Naveen ang maglalagay ng hot sauce. Si Naveen ang maglalagay. So, it's Tabasco. Pero kailangan hindi to
Galing, milk na ngayon before tubig lang nila.
Kailangan madami. Pakita natin. Dadamihan natin
Okay
yan.
na.
Dadamihan natin. Tapos kakainin mo lahat in one go.
Oy, tama na.
The Nabs effect.
Okay na ako.
Ayan.
Okay na.
Pakita muna natin. Pakita
mo nga gaano kadami.
Kung
Ginawang
gaano
sabaw.
kadami. Ginawang
Ginawang
sabaw.
sabaw. Wait, kita mo. Ginawang...
Dapat pinainom na lang natin. How cruel am I?
try one of this. I'm curious. Very good.
Tabasco. Oh my God, hindi mo pa na-inhale mo na?
Look, sorry.
Ang there is, kainin niyang nahulog.
Masarap pero ano?
Masarap. Kahit may sauce. Ano yun eh? That's a slogan. Sarap. Patikim nga ng isa.
Masarap siya pero...
Oh my God. Grabe. Uy, don't rub your eyes. Don't rub your eyes.
Sarap man, but sarap. I would say, Tabasco ba to?
Yeah.
Tabasco is the Michael Jordan of hot sauce.
It's so funny na kinover nila para walang branding pero sinasabi natin. Tabasco!
Baka naman Tabasco, ha?
Baka naman ma-sponsoran kami dyan.
You guys can sponsor yung hot takes.
Oh,
Diba?
yeah. What's hot?
What's hot?
It's Tabasco time.
That's hot.
See here in
That's hot.
That's hot.
see here in Basket Pinas, you get hosts,
That's
guests
hot.
who are also business-minded people.
May
That's
trivia
hot.
tayo eh. Sino ang nagsabi ng that's hot?
That's hot.
Ay, wala.
Ay.
Sino nga ba? I don't know.
Ako, dun sa what's hot.
ikaw. Ikaw.
Okay, so, hey, kung kaya nyo yan, if you guys can do dares just like that, eat trips with Tabasco, bagay na bagay kayo sa ating Basket Pinas Time Out. Nag-i-invite kami ng ating mga manonood. Titingnan namin kung sino nga ba yung mga pinakamaraming engagement, kung sino nga ba nagtatype dyan, nagko-comment, sumasagot ng aming mga trivia questions because we will invite you to the studio and you could win as much as 15,000 pesos. At kahit matalo kayo, pwede rin kayo magkaroon ng 5,000 pesos. Join us, and join 1xBet. Make sure that you sign up para naman manalo kayo ng vouchers. Nico.
Yeah, we'll be giving a 12K welcome bonus para sa mga new account on 1xBet. Register na using our promo code BPINAS. All caps lang guys, and message Basket Pinas page kung may question kayo, may sasagot agad dyan. And if you guys want to place your upcoming bets on the coming NBA games, just go to 1xBet and use our promo code BPINAS. Link is in the pinned comment section below.
All right. So now we're gonna share our predictions for the upcoming matches. First, let's talk about the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Boston Celtics. So the Bucks, they're number 5, Celtics number 2. The Bucks just lost. Okay, they
Crazy
were on a
odds.
7-game win streak. They were doing well, and then they lost to Atlanta Hawks. Celtics 2-game win streak. So let's talk about the Bucks. What stood out for Milwaukee during their 7-game win streak that they have on para ma-edge out si Boston?
Giannis, I think my MVP rankings right now would be SGA 1, Jokic 2, Giannis 3. Giannis has been playing out of this world amazing. He has been carrying the Bucks, especially when they were struggling. He really lifted that team up, and now they're back to winning games again. So he has been the best part of Milwaukee. But I'm so surprised, 3.87. That's a Bucks team that's expected to have Brook Lopez, Giannis, Dame, and Middleton. I mean, just from face value alone, 3.87 is great value if you're gonna take Milwaukee.
Can the Bucks get this one against Boston with Chris Middleton finally back?
Feel ko kaya na naman makasilat ng isa. And I'm kunyari nanalo ako ng 1xBet na 1,000 peso voucher. Baka gamitin ko dyan sa...
gamitin dyan.
3.87. Yung 1K
Very
magiging
good,
3,870.
And Milwaukee was successful against Boston last regular season, even if Boston won the championship.
Yeah, so parang just
Milwaukee
because of...
beat them twice last
Just because
year.
of those stats, I might just take a chance on baka makasilat nga sila na isa.
Tough trap game, man.
Tapos trap game. It has the makings of a trap game, may mga ganyang odds.
So you think na yung 7-game win streak ng Milwaukee, napakita nila na kaya nilang talunin ang Celtics?
More of lumabas yung mga the qualities that make them a great team. Kasi yung mga kinalaban nila mostly mga below 500 teams yun eh. But yun, minsan kailangan mo yung mga ganong panalo para madala mo against teams na ganito na formidable like the Celtics. And again, having an all-star in Chris Middleton just helps out.
Okay. So with Chris Middleton there, boboto ka sa Bucks.
Box ako. Baka mag-box
Bucks
ako.
ka?
Boston's gonna win this game.
I'm gonna go for Boston. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go for the
Milwaukee
number
ako
2
dito.
team. I mean, they have 8 wins, only 4 losses. So I'm gonna go for Boston. So 2 Bostons.
But if you get Bucks plus 8, kunin mo na. Plus 8
Kung
plus
mag-spread
9.
ka.
Yeah.
Okay, kung plus 8, kukunin yung Bucks. I think, okay, so if Bucks will win by how much?
Mga 2-3 points na siguro.
2-3 points.
Keep it close.
You're gonna go for Boston.
By like 5 or 6.
By 5 or
So
6.
spread nila.
Okay. I go for the Celtics. All right. Now we're gonna move on to Sacramento Kings versus San Antonio Spurs happening December 7, 9 a.m. So the Kings are number 12 right now. The Spurs are number 11. Spurs are actually 50% win rate, 11-11. Make a wish.
11-11.
So with this one, what do you think?
If Wemby is gonna play, kasi di ba si Wemby minsan nawawala, like just mga random rest. If he's here, I might go for the Spurs, so I would check Google to see ano ba yung mga latest injury reports sila. But so far, another thing na maganda sa Spurs kasi they're I think number 12 in defensive efficiency. It's really good to be honest considering the players that they have right now. Ganda yung mix of veterans and some rookies. And as long as Victor is Wembanyama is there, I might get them sa spread.
Okay, Nabs. A lot of people are saying, diba, I mean, that when Steph Curry came into the NBA, he changed the way the game is played. Can we say the same thing about Victor Wembanyama? Because there are journalists saying that they haven't seen a player like him with his wingspan and with his size. So nagbabago how the game is. Can we say that nagbabago din the way the game is played, or is it too early right now?
No, I don't think you can ever say that about Wembanyama. The reason why is because the reason Steph Curry is known as the guy who changed the NBA is because Steph at his height, about 6'1", dominated because of his ability to shoot the ball. So if anything, Steph kind of displayed two things. One, even if you might not be the tallest guy on the court, you can still be very, very dangerous because of your shooting ability. And the second thing Steph Curry did was make the three-point shot the most important weapon in the game of basketball. As much as we'd love to say now everybody's gonna be like Wemby, not everybody's 7'5" and looks like an alien. And to be fair, what Wemby is doing, you know, being a big man to shoot from three, driving in, looking like a guard, we've seen other big men do this before. We saw Jokic do it already. We saw Porzingis do it already. Even someone like Embiid. So not necessarily, but I do think that when we get to maybe 2027, 2028, and Wemby stays healthy, I think he's gonna be the best player in the NBA.
Nakakatuwa nga yung mga pictures that's going around na it looks fake with Wembanyama
contest
siya.
so tall, and then they measured his wingspan and how it looks fake yung mga katabi niya. So what do you think about that? The question of, is Wembanyama, do you agree with him?
Yeah, I agree with Navs, and the fact that Wembanyama is something na you gotta change the way you do your offense or defense na rin, kasi considering na how much he covers the court. So it's more of ang daming mga teams na if they get to their usual spots, iniisip nila, this used to go in pag kalaban natin tong certain team, but then you have to change the way you think kapag San Antonio.
Now, can Wembanyama win Defensive Player of the Year even if the Spurs miss the playoffs?
No. There should be no way he wins Defensive Player of the Year if the Spurs miss the playoffs. If your team doesn't make the playoffs, you don't deserve to win any award except maybe Rookie of the Year.
No.
Come on.
For me, baka bigay sa kanya eh. Like, considering just because of some of the media might just give it to him. Siguro if they come
And those
close,
people should lose their jobs.
Yeah.
That's okay.
alam mong absurd kasi alam mong may possibility na mangyari 11-12 na kahit
Yeah,
11-12
but
yung Spurs.
I'd like to think people have enough common sense to value actually winning games.
I've been
diba?
burned so many times at thinking some people have common sense.
Oh, sabagay, yeah.
Yeah.
So baka ako feel ko baka manalo siya despite na wala sila sa playoffs.
And
which
you
is
know,
weird.
he's not that great a defender yet. I think he's a great shot blocker. I think he's a great rim protector. But I think if you get him out in space trying to guard like smaller guards and moving around the court left, right, nonstop, you can actually take advantage. Teams are taking advantage of that now, yeah.
So
Ganun
not
nga
yet.
naman.
Not yet.
Not
Maybe
yet.
in like 2 years. When his team is a championship contender, okay, let's talk about it. Though.
Nilalock na kasi siya as winning.
All right, now let's talk about Detroit Pistons versus the New York Knicks, happening December 8 at 8:30 in the morning. So Pistons, number 11 right now, 3-game losing streak. And, did we...
I'm gonna get
Did
the
we
Spurs.
vote? Sorry, did we
I'll
vote?
get the Spurs. I'll get the
Spurs.
Spurs.
Oh, my bad. Our bad.
we got carried away.
Na-excite. Yeah, Spurs ako.
Spurs.
Wow.
There you go. Spurs kami lahat.
Punta sa dehado
So Pistons. Now moving on to the Pistons and New York Knicks. So Pistons, number 11, 3-game losing streak versus the Knicks, number 4, 4-game win streak. So one is a 3-game lose streak, one is a 4-game win streak.
I'm gonna choose the Knicks here, considering na I just like how their team is gelling, and we can see na Jalen Brunson's weight is getting offloaded to the other 4 starters. Ang ganda makita yun. Like, even though na Mikal Bridges' shot looks janky, he still helps out in his own regard. OG Anunoby's taking a level up to his usual standards to what we see from him. Of course, Karl Anthony Towns looks like the all-star that we know him.
You mentioned him. So is it safe to say that Cat's trade to the Knicks makes them the clear winner over Minnesota?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think for me, this trade between the Knicks and the Wolves. Si Cat talaga yung... I mean, the Knicks are the clear winners here just because of just the impact that Karl Anthony Towns gives the Knicks and just another weapon. 7-foot big man, and arguably the greatest big man shooter right now, at least in the active players that ever. Wala pa tayo dun because for me, it's still Dirk.
Do you agree?
What do you think about that trade?
I think it's too early to tell. We're only like 1/4 into the NBA season, right? And yes, the Knicks have been playing better as of late. I think they're now 14-8. Minnesota's like 11-10, so it's not that far off from each other yet. I think we'll only know in the playoffs how both teams play because both teams are playoff caliber teams, right? They both advanced last season in the playoffs, so which player impacts his team's ability to make it further in the playoffs will determine which team won the trade. For the Knicks, I think they're gonna win this game. I think that they're the kind of team that they're gonna beat up on non-playoff squads because they're so good offensively. And I'm more curious to see how the Knicks perform against teams like Boston, Cleveland, Miami, Orlando. They did blow out Orlando the other day. But this game, they should win easily.
Can we talk about Cade Cunningham? He's been inconsistent lately. So sa tingin niyo ba, fixable yan sa larong to?
Yeah, I mean, yung sakit naman ng young players, di ba, Navs? More of
turnovers.
Turnovers, how do you keep your consistency from both offense and defense? Kasi may nakita ng articles na there are times on one half, Cade Cunningham will be super disengaged. And then the next half, biglang, he's back, he's locked in again. So it's something he has to fix if he wants to be consistent all-star and bring this Detroit Pistons team to the next level.
Let us take a vote.
Knicks.
We're getting distracted with all the fun that we're having with the music. Knicks. All of us. Okay, all three. New York Knicks. Okay, up next, let's discuss the Phoenix Suns versus Miami Heat.
The hottest game.
The hottest
December
game.
8th, 9 a.m.
Suns.
So the Suns are they're both number 7. Number 7 in the East, number 7 in the West. One just lost, the Suns. The Heat, 2-game win streak and 41-point win on the last one. So what do you think about this one? Si Bradley, laging injured, medyo unreliable. So should the Phoenix Suns bring down Bradley Beal from the bench moving forward?
I'm in that camp na dapat ilagay na siya sa bench. Considering I want to see Grayson Allen starting. Tyus Jones, Grayson Allen yung ideal backcourt ko. And I think there's some numbers that support that one na they're better with him. And if you put Bradley Beal on the bench, hindi yung mga makakalaban niya, mga bench players din. So in a way, maybe he could be the man with that, in that kind of setting, no? But more, kaya ba ng ego niya? He should be. I mean, dapat maging okay siya dun considering na wala na nga siya masyado natutulong. Re-reklamo ka pa. So, but I still have, to be honest, I have the Suns here over Miami just because na alam mo yung isipin ng Miami, walang Kevin Durant. Mananalo tayo dito. The next thing you know, talo sila by 15 against the Phoenix Suns. It's the trap game for Miami, to be honest.
Yeah, look, the Suns in this game, I'm not sure what lineup's gonna be there. We know Devin Booker is gonna play. I think, we know KD's out. We'll see about Beal because sometimes it's unpredictable. So, in paper, Miami should win this game. They just came off a confidence-boosting win against LA. It's their home court. I believe that the team is expected to be healthy for this game. But the Heat are unpredictable in their own right. One day they look like a very good team.
Exactly.
One day they look like they should all be beaten up for sucking. And then, I don't know. I'm saying that from the perspective of a Heat fan. With Miami, expect the unexpected at this point. But I think they should win this game. I'll go with Miami this game.
Can we talk about Tyler Hero? So he's doing really well right now. The leading scorer for his team. So do you think untouchable siya ngayon from the trade talks?
Bigla siya naging untouchable, no, for me. At least for me, hindi naman ako Heat fan eh. Like as someone just on the outside, I feel like, parang wag niyo naman muna i-trade to. Okay, this is the guy keeping you in the games. Pero ikaw now, as someone who's really into Heat culture, like, this is the perfect time to trade them na ang ganda ng value or neither? Wag muna.
That depends what the offer is.
Okay, so idadanggal mo pa rin. Parang,
I mean, if I'm gonna trade Tyler Hero for someone like Zach LaVine, who's basically like an older version of Tyler Hero, I'm not gonna do it.
okay.
But if you give me someone who's like a two-way superstar, someone who can, I know will give you like 30 points in the playoff game, I do it. Because it's not like Jimmy's getting any younger.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like he's getting any younger. And I still think Tyler Hero, you can attack him on defense.
Ooh.
We're gonna take a vote now. Final answer.
Phoenix.
Miami.
Ako din, Miami. I like the fact. I like what they did last game. 41-point win. And they're in a win streak right now.
Listen, I need the clubs in Miami to contact the Phoenix Suns and give them buy one, take one cocktails the night before the game. People in Miami, you know what's up?
Lasingin sila. Lasingin. All right. We're gonna give you the third fast break question. We want you to win vouchers, but you have to make sure tama yung mechanics. Here's how.
Yeah, so all you guys gotta do to be, hopefully be the 5 winners of worth 1,000 pesos worth of 1xBet vouchers. All you guys gotta do is like and follow Basket Pinas on Basket Pinas PH on Facebook. Share the live stream on your FB page and make sure your profile set to public. Number 3, comment your answer for our fast break question of the day during the live stream, and don't forget to use the hashtag #BasketPinas. Watch the live stream, wait for the announcement of the winners with the correct answers, and lastly, participants must be registered on 1xBet using our code BPNAS to join the giveaway.
All right. Now, this is fast break question number 3.
Which player was nicknamed the Rain Man? Si Alan
Rain
Pedro.
Man. Sino si Rain Man? Sino nga ba siya? Write it down below. Use the hashtag BasketPinas. All right. So let's dissect this upcoming game. Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Golden State Warriors, December 9, 9:30 in the morning. So the Golden State right now 5th, Timberwolves 10. Okay, so the Golden State performed really well without Draymond, without Steph. They defeated the number 2 team. So shouldn't they, can't they afford to rest them again? I mean, they defeated the number 2 team and now the Timberwolves are just number 10.
Well, for me, no. They need them back. Kasi ano lang yun, feel ko fluke rin yun na hindi talaga napaghandaan lang ng Houston na wala si Steph at si Dre, which kinda messed up their plans, right? But, of course, whenever you can field Steph and Dre, kailangan. I also like to see Draymond Green versus Rudy Gobert matchup again, considering that it's always theatrics whenever those two are on the court together. And if Draymond Green is there to get Rudy Gobert's mind off the game, I feel like it's a Warriors win.
I'm gonna go with the Warriors here. I think the
You're
Warriors
gonna go with the
win this game.
Warriors.
Yeah.
But do you think na they can afford to rest those two for another game?
Well, if Kuminga's gonna look like Larry Bird, why the heck not? No, but I think they need Steph and Draymond for this game. And I think at least Steph's probably gonna come back. Draymond, chill ka muna. My opponent in fantasy has you in their lineup. You sit down, that's fine. Steph's got this.
So, Golden State.
Golden State.
I go Golden State. Oh, we're all Golden State Warriors. Okay, locking it in. Up next, Houston Rockets versus LA Clippers. December 9th, 10 in the morning. So the Rockets are number 2 right now. 2-game losing streak. Clippers, they're number 6. They just lost. So these two teams are actually in the top 5 in defense. Second ang Houston, 5th ang Clippers. So do you think this is gonna be a low-scoring game?
I feel like it's gonna be a game na low scoring, yeah, and then I feel like the Rockets would win by a lot, considering if wala pang Norman Powell.
They will win by a lot.
Feel ko mananalo sila by a lot. Just
By how much?
15 plus. Feel
15
ko.
plus?
Especially if wala si
Wow.
Norman Powell. Parang nawawala yung offense talaga nila whenever Norm's not there. So, I have the Rockets here.
Nagulat ka dun sa 15.
I know. I think I have the Clippers here.
Clippers.
I'm gonna go with the
Clippers.
Trap game ba? Trap game.
I feel like Houston. Look, Houston started the season really good.
Yes.
They're number 2 in the standings in the West. That might have changed after today's game. But I feel like you're gonna see them maybe come down to earth a little bit. Now that, see, in the NBA, when teams know that you're good and you're not catching opponents by surprise anymore, you yourself will be surprised how suddenly what looked easy weeks before, the defenses are starting to take away, right? So I think we're gonna see Houston maybe come crashing down to earth a little bit here.
So he thinks Houston will win by 15. You think the Clippers will win by how much?
4 or 5.
By 4. But can we all agree low scoring to? Do you think it's gonna be below 100?
No, I don't think so. I think it'll be like maybe below 110.
Below 110.
So, mga 95 to 100 for me.
I think, yeah, I mean, they're both top 5 in defense. All right, so I'm gonna go. Okay, you're gonna go Houston.
Houston.
Clippers. I go Houston. Houston. We don't have a problem. Locking it in. Okay. So now, we're gonna be doing the other predictions. May mention lang namin yung mga upcoming games at kahit di na kami mag-explain, maybe some of them, we'll tell you what we think we're gonna share with you. So first, December 7, Lakers versus Atlanta Hawks.
Lakers. Feel ko
Lakers?
Ay, hindi, wait.
Hawks
Baka
ako.
ATL ako dito.
Hawks.
Baka mag-ATL ako dito.
Lakers.
0.63?
Lakers, even though they're in a slump at the moment and Hawks are rising.
I'd like to think the Lakers have pride and they want to actually play like men. So I'm gonna say Lakers.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Hawks for this one. Okay, December 7, 9 a.m.
Indiana.
Pacers versus Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, Indiana.
Indiana.
Din. No
Chicago
Bulls.
actually played today, so they're in the second night of a back-to-back for this game.
Oh.
I cannot
Actually,
side
yeah.
with the Bulls. Okay, December 8, Dallas Mavericks, Toronto Raptors. 8:30 a.m. Dallas.
Toronto.
Really?
Trap game?
Sa tingin mo?
I think Dallas is... Toronto's low-key not bad at home. On their home court.
Home court.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Home
sometimes,
court
when you go from Texas to Canada, the
Bigla
weather's
na.
different, time zone is different.
Tama, because right now it's winter time.
When you're coming from Texas, the weather's still... it's not snowing in Texas so much, right? Compared to like Canada. Does it even snow in Texas? I don't know. So
Does it?
for the
Parang
sake
never
of it,
pa.
I'm gonna go Toronto here.
Okay, I want to go Toronto, but
Dallas
I think
ako.
Dallas
Come on,
is-
Mara. Come on.
Agad dun eh. No? Pero,
Come on.
But they're not.
You got Toronto colors on. Rep your
I
city.
know,
Come
right?
on. Come on.
But I have to go to Dallas.
Change
I
it.
feel like-
Mara's answer's Toronto. Please change it.
Okay, we're gonna lock it in. All right. December 8 naman tayo.
Oh, I
Memphis
like
Grizzlies
this.
versus
Ganda, no?
Boston
I
Celtics.
like this.
baka mag-Memphis ako dito.
Memphis.
Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis ako dito. Baka mag-Memphis ako.
Memphis.
Because
Oh,
in
yeah.
the words of the great Pat Riley, Boston.
I'm gonna go with Boston. But what do you think about Ja Morant saying that he won't dunk anymore?
It's good for his career. I mean, lagi kasi siya napipilay whenever he lands eh.
Sabi niya, yes.
Yeah, so for me, okay lang.
Look, as long as he's not IG living his guns,
Oo, basta wag lang niya
whatever he
mga
wants to do,
kalokohan.
bahala siya.
Pero mamimiss natin yung mga showy moves niya.
So you have YouTube. Ano na lang tayo doon. Reminisce tayo
But it
doon.
might be good. If he doesn't dunk, he won't get injured. We'll see 10 years of Ja Morant playing basketball. Why
We'll
not?
see
Yeah.
more of him. All right, December 9, New Orleans Pelicans versus San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs ako dito.
Spurs din ako.
Weird ng Pelicans.
If Wemby doesn't play, this is gonna be such a boring game.
And
But Spurs,
they
yeah,
still win
yeah,
eh, no?
yeah.
And they still win.
Ito yung game na hindi ka magsiset ng alarm clock.
Oo, yun
Pero
yung-
we're gonna go with the Spurs for betting purposes.
Oo.
Spurs!
Ito yung
Okay,
game check mo na lang pag-uwi. Okay, nice.
finally, Utah Jazz versus Sacramento Kings,
Kings.
10 a.m. December
Kings,
9.
malamang. Even the
Yes.
Jazz coach doesn't want to win.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Kings as well. All right, so we hope we helped you make smart predictions. And you can always go back to Basket Pinas to rewind and see which one we voted for para matulungan ang inyong future bet. Oh, remember also, bet responsibly. Study the games first. Now we're gonna go back to our fast break questions and reveal the answer to them. And let's see kung nakuha nyo ang tamang sagot. We'll go back to fast break number 1.
Who was the first to receive the NBA Rookie of the Year award?
Sino ang unang nakakuha ng NBA Rookie of the Year award? Anong Tagalog sa rookie?
Bago.
Ang
Bago.
sino ang
Bagong
nakakuha ng bagong manlalaro ng taon award?
There you go.
And
Bagong manlalaro.
The right answer is
How do you pronounce his name?
Don
Meneki?
Mineki.
Miniki?
Okay.
Guess mo ba to? Ito yung question sa'yo.
Dapat ito yung
Ito
binibigay
yung
natin
tatanungin
kay
namin eh.
Naveen.
Pwede
Ano ba
ba next week?
yan? Ano ba yan? Okay. Fast break question number 2.
Who owns the Houston Rockets?
Sino ang may-ari ng Houston Rockets?
He's in the restaurant business.
Okay, and the
Oh,
answer is
ito naman to.
Tillman Fertitta.
See, I told you he owns in the restaurant. He's in the restaurant business. His last name rhymes with fajita.
Fertitta. Okay, and fast break question number 3.
Which player was named the Rain Man?
Which player was named the Rain Man? Okay, ang tamang sagot ay Sean Kemp. We hope you got that right. Did you get it right? Now we're gonna check to see kung sino nga ba ang 5 manlalaro na nakakuha ng 1,000 peso voucher. Papang! Take a look at the screen. Kung ikaw ay isa dyan, mag-send lang sa amin ng PM, DM, let us know if you've won, and we'll tell you how to claim your prize. And of course, supportahan nyo naman ang aming social media on Facebook, YouTube, and IG, Basket Pinas PH. You can also send us a message to let us know kung ano nga ba ang gusto nyo pang makita dito sa show namin. And you never know, we might take your suggestions and incorporate that into our show. At reminder lang, pwede pa rin kayong manalo ng 12,000 peso voucher. Here's how.
Yeah, so all you guys gotta do to win a 12K welcome bonus is para to sa mga new account on 1xBet. Register na using our promo code BPINAS. All caps lang, message Basket Pinas page. Kung may question kayo, may sasagot agad dyan. If you guys want to place your bets on the upcoming NBA games, just go to 1xBet, use our promo code BPINAS. Link is in the pinned comment section below.
All right, and that ends today's show this Friday, December 6th. So we have a weekend, a fun weekend ahead. We're gonna be seeing you next Monday. So what are you guys gonna be doing this weekend?
Manood kami ng collegiate finals this Sunday.
Exactly.
Yun talaga yung inaatupag namin.
Exactly.
And mga Christmas parties, ang dami na eh. Meron ako
Madami
isa
na.
tomorrow, isa on sa Sunday. So it's a lot.
Yeah. So tonight I'm gonna try a new restaurant celebrating the wedding anniversary.
Happy
So,
anniversary!
Happy anniversary. Baka mo
Thank
sabihin
What's your
yung
gift?
resto,
Anong gift mo?
I don't have a gift yet, but I'm guessing the restaurant
The
bill tonight
restaurant.
is gonna be part of the gift. No, but I'll get her like a blouse or a dress as well. But tomorrow naman I'm going to this event in Legazpi. It's like a 11 to 7 thing. Guys, show up, 100 pesos lang ang ticket.
Oh, saan yan?
I forgot the name. Sorry, but
Anong event?
it's somewhere in
Anong klaseng
Legazpi.
event?
But it's cool.
Legazpi Village?
Somewhere in... Wait, let me check real
Pag sa
quick.
Legazpi, sa Bicol?
Anyway, ilalagay ko na lang sa comments or something. There's gonna be a tattoo artist, piercing, food, drink, shopping. So guys, check that out. And then yeah, like Nico said, on Sundays, the collegiate
Magpapatattoo
finals.
ka?
I have 2 tattoos already.
Magpapadagdag ka?
I might.
Papa-pierce ka?
No, Saan?
Sa,
Where?
Sa
Where?
belly button.
Next basket.
Lower.
Next Basket Pinas episode, guys. No, and then Sunday is the UAP finals. Super exciting. So Nico and I will be there covering it.
All right, and we want to see some content.
Yes.
We'll follow you on social media. That's his handle, Naveen Ganglani. And what about you? What else are you going to be doing this weekend?
Ayun, so aside from the collegiate finals, just go to Christmas parties, go on content siguro here on my specific pages, IG, TikTok, YT, and yun lang naman, not very chill, medyo loaded ngayong weekend eh. I'm preparing to eat a lot.
And drink a lot. Hey!
Coke Zero.
We just filmed a new podcast episode earlier today at Good Times with Moda Podcast, GTWM. And if you guys want to hear some problems and see how we tried to help out and solve them, go ahead, listen in. Oh, we won, by the way, Good Times Radio. We won a Spotify award.
Yay!
Super happy. So we're gonna attend.
Kailan
next
ba?
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Senator Bam Aquino is gonna be there. We're gonna receive the award with him. Si Kay nasa Singapore pa. But si Alex Calleja and Sam O
Dapat pumunta.
and I will all go there. So hindi lang namin alam kung paano paghahatian yung award para
Pa-replica kayo.
who's gonna bring it home? We don't know. But what we do know is that we're gonna have an episode this coming Monday. So we'll see you then for more of Basket Pinas Predicts, powered by 1xBet. Keep it good vibes and have a great weekend ahead.